Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and to another bookish video. Today we are doing the end of year book tag, which sounds wild to hear those words coming out of my mouth. Where did time go? I literally was planning on doing the mid-year book freakout tag, and suddenly when I sit down to film, it's no longer the middle of the year. It's October. So we're doing this instead. And yes, if you were thinking from my makeup and my nails and my shirt, yes, I am a Swiftie and I'm filming this on October 4th. I've already listened to The Life of Showgirl and I'm going to the release party of a Showgirl later today. I have my notebook with the questions, so without further ado, let's get into this tag. Firstly, are there any books that you started this year that you need to finish? I'm not really one to put down a book and then go back to it. Usually I just end up forgetting about those books, if I'm being honest. And they just end up being just a regular DNF for me. But there is a book I have been continuously reading through this year. It's True to His Word by Jon Bloom. This one has been taking me longer to get through because it is a daily devotional book. It's not something I'm just gobbling up in one sitting. I'm about 2/3 of my way through, I think, so it is reasonable for me to say I can finish this by the end of the year. It really has become a staple for me. I have really enjoyed it and I've been giving it as gifts to people as well, and they really liked it. So that one I've continuously been reading throughout, and then I've also recently started The Secret of Orange Blossom Cake. I kind of forgot that it was close to being published. It actually just came out September 30th, I think. So I do need to finish that one. It sounds really cute and cozy and a bit whimsical or magical, very heartwarming, big focus on like family and self-discovery and things like that. I don't know if it's just going to be one of those light, fluffy kind of reads or if it's going to hit deeper, but either way, I'm looking forward to it. I love a book with some good food in it. Question number 2, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? Yes, and I'm reading it right now. I am reading The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This is, sorry, that's Ginger. She's causing chaos in true orange cat fashion. Anyway, Night Circus. This was one of my favorite books back in high school and college. I say that and I've only read it twice, but it left an impression on me. We're talking, I started developing a musical for it, and I had a mood board and a costume board and everything. Anyway, I always associate this book with fall, but I've actually only read it twice, and I have been largely using my recent falls to read The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater, which is another staple for me. So I was just thinking, going into my rereads this year, I have not read The Night Circus in a while. It is high time. I'm only a couple chapters in, but so far I'm still enjoying it, and I'm really excited to see what this read brings me, because one of the great things about rereading is different elements stand out to you each time, or you notice things that you didn't notice before. Question number 3, is there a new release you're still waiting for? Not necessarily a new release I'm waiting to come out, but a new or recent release I am waiting to read. I'm actually really bad at keeping up with book release schedules, but I do have some 2025 releases on my shelf that I just haven't been able to get to, such as Warrior Assassin Princess. Hold on, it's right here. Warrior Assassin Princess, right? No, I still got it wrong. Warrior Princess Assassin by Brigid Kemmerer. It's her adult fantasy. I am a huge Brigid Kemmerer fan. I've really enjoyed most of the books that I've read from her, and I'm kind of going into this one blind. I just saw, because I'm so bad with like keeping up with book releases, I just happened to see a post she did one day about her new book about to come out. Didn't know anything about it except Warrior Princess Assassin. That sounds really cool. I was thinking the main character was all three. For reference, and I learned this from someone who reviewed it, they are not. It refers to 3 different characters, and there is a love triangle situation, I think, which normally I don't like. Let's see what magic Bridget Kimmer can work on me. I also have A Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. I've been following her on Instagram for quite some time, way before she was published, and it's just been really great seeing her writing process and to see this dream finally come into fruition after all these years of hard work. Also, Wings of Starlight by Allison Saft. I've had that one for a while, and I just haven't been able to get to it. Excited for that one because Pixie Hollow was like my childhood. Question number 4. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? I am not necessarily a TBR person. I used to be. I used to have some pretty strict TBRs. I did a lot of planning. And the past couple years, I've just drifted from that because my work schedule has kept me so busy. I just have to read whenever I have a little pocket of time. And so it's just become, I read what I want when I want. I might set rough intentions for the year, but that's kind of been it. But I would really love to read the rest of the Mistborn series. I read the first book, The Final Empire, over the summer. Absolutely obsessed. And I really want to get through the rest of the series. The thing is, it can't be something I'm reading just during my regular work week because it's a lot of world building and magic system information I have to keep straight in my head. And also they're so intense, I just don't want to put it down. And yeah, just work gets in the way. Question number 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Mistborn. I think that goes without saying. I also think if I read Piranesi by Susanna Clarke, that one has the potential to become a favorite. It is just such a unique premise. We are down to the final question. Have you already started making reading plans for next year? We've already established I am not. I've kind of gotten away from the TBRs and planning, but I do have some NetGalley e-arts that I need to get to, and some of them are for 2026 releases. These arts are The Lost Book of Elizabeth Barton by Jennifer N. Brown, which comes out in April of next year. Lady Tremaine by Rachel Hockhauser, which comes out in March, actually on my birthday, which is pretty fun. And I was looking at my list just now. There is one I do need to read before the end of the year, and that is Trail Rides and Starry Eyes by Katrina Immel, because it comes out this December. There's a lot of intentions basically for my reading the rest of the year, but there's a big chance I'm not gonna fulfill them, and that's okay. Basically any series I didn't finish. Like I have Return of the King and The Lord of the Rings. There's the rest of the Mistborn series, things like that. Will just automatically roll over into next year. That is my end of the year book tag. Feel free to respond to any of these questions in the comments, or if there is an upcoming or new release you think I should know about, please let me know, because I'm really bad at that kind of stuff. Until next time.